Hey guys, so before the video starts, I might as well lay the ground rules for the video. So, I changed them quite a bit from the beginning of the video to the end of the video. There's a lot of turns in this video, just letting you know. So, rule number 1 is that I can't grow larger than the Pope. The reason why I made this rule is because it'd be BS if I just completely ignored the Pope the entire video and just expanded to the borders of the Roman Empire, then just gave it all to the Pope at the very end. It just wouldn't be that fun, and it'd be pretty anticlimactic, so I chose not to do that. Rule number 2 is that I can cheat the Force Independence rules against the Pope to stop. The reason why I made this rule is because when the Pope has independence wars declared on him, you literally can't help him in those wars. It's completely out of your control, and the Pope could do something that would just ruin the video completely, which might happen in the video eventually. Hint, hint. Rule number 3 was that I actually have to restore the borders of the Roman Empire. I can't just take the decision because you don't need much to actually do it, it seems like. All you need is to form the Empire of Italia and then take like Thrace, this duchy, Palestine, Antioch, and then I think there's one here and one here, and of course Rome itself. But yeah, it isn't that hard to actually do, so I chose to try to restore the borders of the Roman Empire, which might or might not have worked. And then rule number 4 is that I couldn't form an empire because you can't give away your primary titles to the Pope. And if the Pope creates an empire, I get to swear fealty and then become his vassal, which in theory means that I could restore the borders of the Roman Empire while also giving the Pope everything, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get into the video. Hey guys, so I'm back in CK3, and today I'm planning on giving the Pope mostly everything I own in this video, which you can do by doing this here. The first thing I'm going to do here is take out him. I can't actually. That's unfortunate. Him. I can do that. Let's do this here. Alright, so there's that. And then we can grant him a vassal. So, yeah. So this is how this is going to go. I'm kind of hoping that I can get the Pope an empire. I think that would be pretty interesting. Naples is next. There we go. Here you go, Pope. I'm also not going to record every single conquest I do, because if that was the case, it'd be like a 45-minute video of me just saying, you know, I did this, I did that. It's just not a good video, so I'm probably going to skip over the really small guys. The Balkan guys over here are right for the picking. Let's take them out. I just came to a realization. If I give all my provinces to the Pope, I will have no diplomatic range. I'm kind of thinking about something pretty crazy. I'm kind of thinking about actually restoring the Roman Empire, or at least trying to with the Pope. If I want to do that, I can't give away every single province. So I'm probably going to hold on to 1 or 2 provinces that aren't integral to the Roman Empire being formed. I don't even know if this is possible or if this will work. This is definitely a second goal, which I'm not too confident in being completed, since I've never seen this done before. Don't get your expectations too high, because like anything could happen. Like the Pope could lose all his vassals maybe, and then I'd be screwed. Just so many bad things could happen. So let's go visit the Pope. Mic this. And of course, my son killed somebody, and I can't disinherit him, and I can't reestablish his inheritance because I have no renown. Of course. This has got to be the youngest Pope I've ever seen, man. 22 years old and he's a Pope. That's crazy. Great. Of course. 80% chance I become incapable, which means I'm basically going to have to become AFK until I die. I'm probably going to die in 2 years maybe when I become incapable, so it's not that big of a deal, but still kind of sucks. Yep, and there we go. I don't even know if we're going to make it 2 years, honestly. I'm also trying to take this province here from Croatia, just due to the fact that they blocked me off from the rest of the pagan guys over here, so. Alright, he's dead, unsurprisingly. He was okay. Now we're Prince Io, who isn't the best. Because like I said, he killed somebody. The Pope probably hates him. Yeah, he does. I'm probably going to have to seek indulgences, which is kind of expensive. But I have to do it so I don't get excommunicated. Here we go. There you go, Pope. I also noticed that the Normans had a successful invasion. Good for them. It seems like it's happening a lot more in this update than it used to. But it's pretty cool. The Duchy of Dalmatia is super weak. Let's take advantage and just take him out and then give him to the Pope. Nice. Of course. So, he got ill, and my physician made him get worse, and he died at 47. Now I'm playing as my 13-year-old son. I'm going to give these provinces to the Pope, since I don't really want them or need them, so let's give him this vassal there. Okay, I don't want to give him too much. So, him too. There you go, Pope. And now he loves me. I've also turned out to be a pretty decent ruler in, like, virtuous traits. He has amazing traits. His stats, though, are not nearly as amazing, though. He's pretty bad, but it is what it is. I don't know how this happened. Somehow my mom inherited this duchy up here. Let's take this duchy away. Okay, ransom him for money. I'll ransom his kid too for more money. Okay, so we got a pretty good opportunity here. I can request the Pope to give me a claim on the Kingdom of Italy. I'm not going to hold on to any of the vassals in Italy. I might hold on to the kingdom, just due to it giving me, I think it gives an extra holding limit. So, I'm going to take what I can get here. I'm going to give it all to the Pope, obviously, so let's try and get this. Thank you for that. Then, here we go. Alright, so we won. Good for us, obviously. Let them see the new king. Not for long. Time to give the Pope some vassals. That's done. And now the Pope is huge. Look at him. How many counties? 41. He should be able to form the Empire of Italia in no time. This is interesting. I can vassalize Croatia. Okay. Welcome to the team. Here you go, Pope. Nice. With doing this, I can't ask the Pope for any more claims, basically. I can ask for duchy level claims, but kingdom level claims I can't do due to, let me look at it. Due to this here, this you are already a king or emperor thing, which is unfortunate, but I can't do anything about that since I can't give away my primary title. So I'm going to do a holy war for this kingdom and give it to the Pope. Alright, sweet. Oh. Boom. There we go. Another thing I'm going to do is change my color since we are way too similar and it's kind of confusing, so let me change that. Alright, there we go. I also changed my name from Italy to being the Pope's minion. because that's a lot more accurate. I just took on most of Sardinia. Let's give all these provinces to the Pope, except for this one, since that one has the mine on it. And I also need diplomatic range, so it's kind of a double bonus. Alright, I'm going to take Corsica from Lotharingia, just so the Pope can actually form the Empire of Italy, hopefully. He might need a little bit more provinces over here, which would suck, but we'll see. Alright, and then just give this all to the Pope. There you go, Pope. Alright, so good news. The Pope actually formed an empire, and it has a sweet name. The Imperial Church of Italia. That's cool, man. This is really good news for me. I'm just really hoping that the Pope can actually form the Roman Empire, because that would be so anticlimactic if I take all these provinces, and then he just doesn't do it. That would suck. I just took some of the coast of North Africa, and I gave some provinces to the Pope already. I'm going to start focusing over here and trying to take out these guys, since a lot of them are shattered into pieces and they're super easy to take out. And also just because conquering other Catholics is going to be a pain, so I think it's smart to actually focus on the weaker guys here. So let's go for it. Our king's dead. I'm pretty sad. We were with him for a long time, and we got a ton done with him. Now we're a 44-year-old son who hasn't had a kid yet, for whatever reason. This isn't good, because my heir, which would be my sister, doesn't have any kids either. I don't know why these people aren't having kids, but I really have to get on that. Whoa. Okay, this is good. I'll talk about that later, but this is not good. How is he gonna steal the Pope's title? God, man. I have to do something about this. And he's in another war. I have to try to help him. I can't even help him because I can't ally him. I guess I'll help him with this one? I guess. This isn't good. For the Pope, at least. And me if I want to get this goal done. Okay, now I'll talk about it. So, I noticed that somehow Great Moravia inherited this duchy over here. They didn't inherit Constantinople, which is unfortunate, but this is good for me because now I can actually get a foothold in this area. I was going to take Crete, but I tried to get a claim on the duchy like 100 times and it never happened, so this is a better alternative anyways. So I don't know what to do here. I really don't know what to do here with the Pope. I can send him money. That's all I can do is just send him a ton of money. And then hopefully he buys mercs, because, like, he's losing this. He's losing this war. And I can't join or help. Why isn't he buying more mercenaries? He has the money to, but he won't. This isn't good. Okay, so this is bullshit. I think I'm going to turn off this random death thing or whatever this is. I'm sick of this crap, man. Incapable basically means you can't play the game anymore for however long I live, which could be 15 more years of just nothing. This is bullshit. You know, I'm just sick of dealing with this crap. Either death events or incapable events. It just sucks. It's not fun to do. It's like, why? Why, man? Can I at least disinherit? Yeah, I can. God, man. If I could, I'd just spam this murder scheme until I died from stress. But my kids aren't ready to actually inherit land. They're 7 and 4. So good news and bad news. The good news is that the Pope still exists and holds on to a decent chunk of land. The bad news is that he lost. And now this guy is the Emperor, which is terrible. I don't even know how he got a claim on the Pope's kingdom. He's only a member of his dynasty. It might be something in intrigue. I'm pretty sure it is, actually. There's a fabricated claim on, you know, your liege's kingdom or something here. Whatever. Either way, that's terrible for me because the Pope is a lot more stable than some random guy especially when I'm trying to form the Roman Empire. You know, I can't help the Pope in internal affairs. I just can't do it, so it sucks. Oh, nice. Even better. Nice. I can't give him land anymore, apparently. For whatever reason that is, I don't know. Maybe because he's not the actual guy who rules over this. Oh my god, man. What the fuck? This just pissed me off, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This just ruined the entire video. I did try to kill him, by the way. Just in case if you're curious, but it didn't work. Because why would it? The only thing I can do is hope that the Pope gets independent. Or somehow he actually gets his kingdom back. I don't think he will, though. And this guy's already losing people. Like an idiot. I can't even believe how unlucky I just got there. Okay, good news. He died. Can I kill him? Yes. I'm probably going to spam kill him until the Pope gets the throne back. Please work. I need this to work. Okay, so good-ish news. Actually, not good-ish news. The Pope's free, and I can give him land. The bad news is that the Empire is completely gone. It's over. And I'm about to die. This one terrible. I don't even know what to say besides this one terrible. The worst thing that could have happened here with this random guy getting a claim on the Pope's title somehow due to fabricating shenanigans. You know what? I'm not going to let it end that way. I refuse to let it end that way with that unluckiness happening. So I went back to a previous save with him still alive, and I'm going to see if I can make this right. I'm probably going to skip ahead because I'm going to have to do a lot of the same stuff just over again, which sucks, but it's a lot better than losing to some BS like that. I think what I'm going to change this time around is I'm not going to give the Pope enough provinces to actually form the Empire of Italia until absolutely necessary, just so that way people can actually fabricate claims on his empire title and take it from him, because obviously they can't take the papacy away from him. I think this might work, but I'm not going to put faith into it, especially since what happened last time happened. Another thing that I'm going to do here is actually kill the guy who took away the Pope's empire, just in case if something else happens, and then somehow he, like, takes another kingdom from him, like, I don't know, this one here. So, I'm going to be careful here, and just kill him just in case. God, man. The Pope is such an idiot. He killed this lady who he had as a vassal. And then this guy, who just somehow, out of coincidence, is my nephew, who somehow inherited this piece of land. He inherited it, and now it's not even in the Pope's realm. So why would he do that? He's such an idiot. Okay, so I just pushed my wife's claim here on the Duchy of Aquitaine. I think I'm gonna hold on to her for now. The reason why is because I don't know, when I give her to the Pope as a vassal, I don't know if I can still push her claims. And a few of these are going to be useful. Like all of them, probably, actually. All three of these duchies are probably going to be useful to actually push. So I'm going to keep her for now. Okay. So something has to change here. So the Pope created the Kingdom of Hungary. And he hates me now because I hold on to some duchies in Hungary. Two of which are there, obviously. So I have to get rid of these provinces. Or at least one of them for now. Since one of these guys decided to rebel against me for no reason. Even though he likes me, so. All these guys have to go to the Pope. It is what it is. I had to get rid of this land anyways, so it's not like a crazy thing that I wasn't expecting. And he still doesn't like me. A principality. I mean, I don't even hold on to that. Oh, I do, actually. Yeah, he can have this. There you go. And now he loves me. For this life, I'm going to use my Holy War for Kingdom CB against Tunis here. He is super weak, and he has no allies, so I need to take advantage of it. Alright, there we go. I'm probably going to give all this land to the Pope, except the province here, just so I can expand into, you know, this part and Egypt. Okay, let's give it to him. Okay, this is interesting. So the Pope called a crusade for Lithuania for some reason instead of Jerusalem, which is actually pretty smart of him. But I'm probably going to change the goal for this to somewhere in Iberia. Actually, if I do that and I send it to Iberia, then that person becomes a really strong kingdom which I can't conquer and then give to the Pope. I'm not sure if that's the best idea to do. I really don't know what to do here. A huge part of me just wants to give it to Iberia, but at the same time it's like, if I do that I have to conquer that eventually, and who knows what would happen then, because if everyone here is super weak. Actually, I don't think I do it anyways, since these guys are Ashari and all the guys over here would just destroy us instantly, so that's probably not a good idea. Jeez, man, I don't even know. I think I'm going to switch it to Moldavia here, since they keep on harassing the Pope for this one province, the third conquest, and they still haven't got it. So I'm going to switch it to Moldavia. It's out of the way, and I'm probably going to have to conquer it a long way down the road, so let's redirect it to Moldavia. There we go. There we go. Oh, nice. And the one person I can give it is a eunuch in the middle of nowhere. Great. I'm probably not going to appoint anyone then. I just forgot to record. Our guy died of cancer at 57, which is unfortunate. He was pretty good. Now we're playing as our son here, who's basically a carbon copy of his dad. We also got lucky with marriage here, and I was able to actually marry him off to this duchy down here, or this county. So we're going to inherit 4 provinces, which is pretty good. So yeah, let's see what he does. What? There was over 60k troops ready for that crusade, and it failed. Luckily enough, we didn't lose much fervor, it looks like, since you need 90 to actually do a crusade. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did. We lost 10. Whatever, man. It isn't that important to my goal anyways. Whoa. I've never seen this before. Some of this random African power over here converted to insular Christianity. I've never seen that happen before. And there's also somehow a Muslim patch in Scotland/England here. This is definitely turning out to be a weird game. Especially with these Hindu bits here too. How did that even happen? I don't know how that happened. This is a completely new situation that I'm experiencing right now. So, through shenanigans, I killed the king of Lotharingia. And I got this lady to marry my son. But she's incapable and can't have children anymore. But she didn't have a kid, so that's good. And she does have claims I can press. So I could either divorce her since she can't have kids and, you know, get my son a new wife, or I can keep her and then put her on the Kingdom of Lotharingia's throne. This is kind of a hard choice because I don't even know if she's gonna live long enough for him to actually, you know, rule, because I can't push her claims right now. So I don't know. I think for now I'm just going to sit it out and just wait. I just killed the guy that was on the Tulanid's throne, and I got exposed for it. I don't even care. I need to push this. I just hope he doesn't ally the Abbasids, because they've been allied the entire game. And look at the Abbasids. They are huge. So I really have to take advantage and try to kill him. Or at least get rid of him for now. Oh my god. We actually won that. I didn't think we would, because attrition sucks, but we actually won that war. Boom. Oh my god, that feels so good, man. This is obviously the biggest war so far. We took a huge chunk of land here. I think the smartest thing to do was hold on to it for a year or two, just so I can deal with the rebels instead of the Pope, because I do not trust him to actually deal with these in any way possible. I also didn't take Moldavia here. He did on his own somehow, so good for him. I'm going to change my culture here, and I'm going to put in the World Conquest Special, which is by the sword. If you ever want to do a World Conquest, this is probably the one that you want. Let's take it. It'll make conquering over here a lot easier for me. Okay, so I just looked at the requirements to actually form the Roman Empire. And you need, I think, the Duchy of Antioch which is here. Jerusalem, of course. And then, let me actually check. You need Athens and this duchy here. And then you need Venice and these pieces of Tunis. Not Tunis, Sicily. So, theoretically, the Pope should be able to form the Roman Empire. I'm pretty sure, with all these provinces combined. There also is a level of fame attribute that I think the Pope needs, which I'm not even sure it's possible for the Pope to get. Maybe. He's illustrious right now, so that's one step below. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is that I'm going to take Constantinople. I don't know if I'm going to hold on to it until the very end, since... Actually, yeah, I probably will since I have 6 out of 7, so let's take it from him. Nice. There we go. And we actually took Constantinople, so that's good. Okay, so opportunity to spring up. The ruler of the Abbasids finally died after like 500 years of living, thankfully. And now he's in a civil war. I think it's time. I'm gonna do a LARP here. And instead of taking a bigger kingdom like Arabia or Syria, I'm gonna take Jerusalem. I am gonna give all this land to the Pope. He's a LARP, so let's do it. Alright, that was close. He got me good a few times, but obviously I won that. Nice. And here you go, Pope. There. The Pope better love me after that, man. That was risky. This has got to be the worst offensive war penalty I've ever had in the game. Almost 85, negative 85 offensive war penalty. Everybody still likes me, though, mostly. Besides a few people, but... This is pretty impressive in my opinion for a negative 85 debuff. People still generally like me. Our king's dead at 87. He was an amazing ruler, amazing traits, just an amazing guy. Now we're our son, who is god tier also. I don't know how I got this lucky with succession this entire game. He was okay, his father, he was completely virtuous, but he died from somebody killing him. Everybody has been so good, man. I'm really glad I tried this again. If I just let this video off on the first time I failed it, it would have been pretty disappointing. But yeah, things are turning out pretty good right now. We can found a new empire. Do I do it? No, probably not. Because eventually, I need to become the Pope's vassal. So he actually has the borders of the Roman Empire. So even though it's really tempting, it's not going to happen. It's time for the Abbasids again. Let's continue eating into the Abbasids here. And take this kingdom there. You know what? I'm going to white peace this. The reason why is because of Muslims are overpowered with their allies. They can easily get 100 allies if they really feel like it. And I just can't fight this because I am extremely outnumbered. I just don't see this being winnable. Especially when he's on my ass like this. Like, I can't do anything to get into that place and actually siege down areas without being destroyed. So, this isn't going to happen. And this is probably the best deal I'm going to get, so... Yeah, I'm gonna accept that. Okay, I'm confused. I've been fabricating claims on the Byzantines, and I fabricated a claim on Athens, and, this one here. Why are these becoming unpressed when I fabricate them? How does that make any sense? Like, why is that happening? Because I can't actually press these claims. So, it's just a waste of time. I can do this, but is it really worth it? I don't think so. I'm not going to do this. I could make them less stable, but the point is that for some reason this is bugged or broken or something else that I don't know about in the game that makes it impossible to actually push my claims that I'm fabricating, but I think it's kind of BS, but whatever. I guess I'm going to have to do it the hard way and buy the claims instead, which is just right there, so it's not that big of a deal, but still, this sucks. Actually, never mind. So I was able to marry her son off to my daughter. I think it's called matrilineally, which means that my daughter's house will actually inherit, which is my house, of course. So I'm pretty sure if I do this and everything works, and her kids become, you know, the Byzantine emperors, I can actually, like, I'm pretty sure there's a house interaction where you can claim the primary title. Oh crap, I can't do that because I can't become an emperor. Crap. Well, I could still push this claim. I think I still will, just to make the Byzantines more unstable and hopefully fall apart, because I really need to start eating into them. So yeah, let's do this. Alright, let's see how this works out. Nice, man. Nice. You gotta love how every single plan I've been trying to do, just something happens where I get screwed over. Like this. So, the dream's dead over here. I don't have any more daughters to marry off. Oh, and her son died in the storm too. Even better. So yeah, that's not happening. Okay. Okay. So, can someone explain to me how this happened? How somehow the Pope doesn't rule over a theocratic empire realm. Instead, he rules over some garbage land over here now. Wherever the hell he is. I'm pissed off. Whatever. Look. What the fuck happened here? How did this happen? I don't understand. Even... even when cheating, somehow some bullshit happens where somehow some random ass guy gets on the throne instead. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what happened here. I really don't know what happened. I was keeping an eye on him like a hawk, and yet he's still fucked up somehow and lost his entire realm. If this goes to show you anything, it should show you how terrible this game's AI is. To where he could have everything given to him on a silver platter. I could even give him cheats, and I could help him out, and he'd still somehow mess it up and ruin everything for the video. So, yeah, I really think this is impossible. I really think this is impossible to do. Okay, so, here we go. There you go, Pope. Or fake Pope that exists for no reason. So, here we are. I don't really find it that impressive, especially considering that none of my goals were actually completed. I didn't even take all the promises required to form Rome. Due to things out of my control, like the Byzantines apparently being overpowered. But regardless, it's over. I don't even care anymore. You know, I've been recording this for like 3 days, so yeah. So looking at us, or looking at him, he has almost 300 counties, which is okay, I guess. Here's the Pope. Wow, amazing. He really did really well during this video, huh? He lost everything, but... So, looking around, France is big, Wessex is there, the Abbasids are massive, and I doubt I could even beat them in battle, honestly. Especially when they have 100 allies like they do, always, and every time. Georgia's huge. He's pretty big. I don't know. He's big? Actually, he's pretty big. Looking at religions, Catholicism dominates Europe and Africa, like Northern Africa and in Syria and the areas over here. Apostolic is done pretty good, actually. Look at them. Orthodoxy has not done the best. There's somehow still surviving Hindu faiths over here, which I thought would have been destroyed instantly, but good for them. Coptic is here. Somehow, there's still patches of insular Christianity in Western Africa here, which I don't even know how is possible. Maybe a stress event made this happen. I don't know. I really don't know. Coptic is doing okay. Some of the Hindus are still in Pakistan. That's impressive. especially considering the neighbor that they have. Cultures, nothing special. Maybe, Cecilio Maghrebi. They expanded quite a bit this game because the Empire of Africa did pretty good, but yeah. So yeah, if you guys have any other decent videos that don't include impossible challenges, let me know, and thank you for watching.